What's going up, traders? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So we're going to be talking about how you guys can make $1,000 per day by day trading stocks. This is obviously not something that's going to happen, tomorrow. So if you just want a get rich quick scheme, I would highly recommend leaving this video. But if you want to actually learn a thing or two about day trading, my walkthrough of my buy, my sell, and just kind of my trades for today. So as you guys can see, here was my first trade up just shy over $1,072.75. Beautiful trade. Then this was IZEA here. Beautiful gap and go setup. Ideal. And, I did miss another trade. All three stocks I called out, I could have potentially killed it, but it was so busy. I was making so many trades, and I didn't get to all of them. So you might be thinking, okay, Carter, let's see how you pretty much did this. Well, the very first thing I did is I woke up and I checked my gap scanner. So as you guys can see, we have IZEA gapping up over 44%. Then we have VXRT, another one I called out that looked very good. That was gapping up 42%. Then I had YCYI, I believe that was the one. Let's see. Yeah, so all three stocks were on this gap scanner. And that's very important for the setup that I trade. I trade a similar to Ross Cameron's. It's not the exact same, but it's pretty close. I studied a lot of his trades. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. I studied his, Tim Sykes, Ricky Gutierrez, and I picked and chose things that I like from him. Like, I like how Ross Cameron picks out the stocks. I like how Tim Sykes cuts losses early and ride profits. I like how Ricky Gutierrez is more of a conservative swing trader. So that's how I swing trade stocks, is on the ETFs. So, I don't see a problem with that. If you guys do, I'm sorry. But, so as you guys can see, this was the gap scanner for this morning here. So all three stocks, had beautiful entries, beautiful exits. Let's just talk about it now. All right, so first one here, VXRT. Now, this stock was gapping up, like I said, 44%. So it went from around 272, hit highs of about $4. Yeah, that is probably at that time that I took that screenshot, it might have only been around 44. But let's see what it was when the market opened here. Alrighty, so all the way down here. Yeah, so this one was leading gapper at the time, about 52%. That's something that I look for. I know that this stock's going to have a couple resistant issues. It's going to have some resistance over, 450. Then it's going to have some resistance over $5 in that area. If I'm a little stuffed up, I'm sorry. My allergies have been freaking crazy this fall season. But all right, so as you guys can see, this red line right here is this resistance line. Now, this is the line that I actually bought my shares. And the reason why I bought it is because I trade a gap and go. So I like to get this stock to push over, because often when this stock pushes over that resistant path, it gets a lot more buying pressure and continues upward. So, I realized, okay, let's see what this thing can do. So I placed an order of 3,500 shares. So pretty big order at this line at around 450, I believe, is when I got in here, because I like to buy whole dollars or half dollars, just because they often act as very good support or resistant lines. So I knew that this stock, if it broke over, would have a harder time falling if it was at a half dollar. So that's just something that I've always done it. I've seen multiple traders do it. the guy from TradeNet does it. Merck, I don't know. I'm not sure his name, but that's where I kind of learned that. But anyway, so I bought in at 450, and I said, okay, let's manage my risk. So I'm gonna set my stops pretty tight. I'm gonna set it pretty much up below this pink line. So this was around 3% return, 3% risk, 3 to 4% risk, which is often high. But I was very confident in this trade, and I wasn't too worried about my risk. I know you always should be, but for this type of setup, I've traded it multiple times. I know what to look for the volume, time in sales, and pretty much just everything. I'm very confident. I know that this has about a 12 to 15% profit. So, for risking 4% to make 12 or 15, that's 3 to 1. If you think about that, that's 3 to 1. That's very good. So I said, okay, that's, buy. Market opens, ding, 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 ding. So as this stock shoots up, 450, bam, I get filled throughout 450. Yeah, at 450, because it did bounce multiple times, and all my orders did get filled. So right when that did that, I waited out this candle here, and I mostly was worried about this one because this one tends to be the tell sign of the setup. So if this one starts to fall, then I will most likely hop out of it with either a profit or a loss, obviously. But honestly, when this stock did that, I was already upwards of 50% return. So, or not 50%, 50 cents. So that's about 23% right there. And that's where I started taking profits. I took some profits here, as you guys can see. It was around $500-600, which is very, very good. So then I said, as you guys can see, I have an order for 3,000 shares. Whoops. I have an order for 3,500, and then I had an order of 3,000. So that actually, I might have taken a 3,000 share position here, not 3,500. I apologize for that, because that was my first sell, was at this target here. So then what I did is I actually waited, and I traded IZEA, same setup. Let's pull it up here, kind of so you guys can see what I was seeing here. All right, IZEA. Boom. All right, so as you guys can see, I got all those resistant paths drawn out here. All right, so this was a leading gapper as well, and I had a very similar entry here. And the thing that I did not like about this is I felt like I was chasing this stock, and normally I don't say that. I'm very good with myself, but it just was not. It just was, pretty bad, to be honest. I jumped into this stock with pretty much no risk. With this one, because I had a little higher share size, I did realize my risk throughout it. So during pre-market, I realized, okay, if I hop in at 450, setting my stops, 3 or 4%. Yeah, so right there is kind of like a good sign for VRTX or VXRT, because I had a good strategy going into it. I had risk management. I had emotions, none. And IZEA, I was already, getting greedy because I already had. No, I didn't. I was a little greedy, to be honest, because I'll kind of show you guys what happened here, how I could have got more profits. But all right, so I hopped into this trade, same thing, over this resistant path at around 450, and then I did a market order for this stock, and just because it really did have that buying pressure, and I knew I could get in and out of trades pretty easily. So I got filled from 240 to about 245 with a 300 share position, which kind of means it's overcrowded a little bit. It wasn't too bad. I still got those stocks filled. Wasn't the end of the world here. So as that happened, I was pretty much focusing on VXTR, just because of how many shares I had and so on. So I didn't even really pay attention to this. And this stock pretty much went up. Let's pull it up here. So this stock went over that 254 mark, which is this resistance right here. And this was a pretty good indication that it was going to continue higher after it broke over this. So I said, okay, what the heck? So I pretty much just sold. I don't know why I did it, but I said, okay, I'm going to start selling off my shares at 260 to 265. Sold all my shares. After I did that, I was like, why did I do that? Yes, I made $102 on this trade, even 102 even right there, but I did not have good risk management. It was just a terrible trade. I don't know why I did it. I need to start getting better about that. Yes, I got lucky because I did, I made money on it and I took my profits early. And obviously, if I would have continued to wait, this stock continued to rip down, I believe, all day. Yeah, so, if I would have bought, let's see if I would have literally just, so 240, yeah, I would have been out of, a couple $100 position right there. I don't know why I did it. This was one of the very first times where I've traded two stocks simultaneously. I don't know. I did not like it at all. But all right, so this stock pops up, and now I'm looking at a consolidation when I buy these next shares. This next orders the 3,500 share position, and this is where I made about 600 and something dollars, 672 around 670. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact digits. But all right, so this stock popped up and consolidated. Now I realized, okay, let's see if the stock can pop over the previous red candlestick. So, obviously this candlestick right here popped over this red. I'm like, all right, baby, we're back at it. So I buy 3,500 shares here, and I'm going to set my stops below this red. So, that's 5-6% risk, upwards of 12. So this is about a 2-to-1 ratio risk, and it's okay. I've realized that going into this, that this is going to have larger spreads. It's just something that happens with these stocks. So, I did not have a real specific price that I was going to sell these at, but I did, have an idea of, where, okay, if this stock falls under 6, that's going to be that whole dollar support. If it falls below that, I'm hopping out, taking my losses. I'm already up. So that's just, play with the money that I'm already up on, pretty much. I'm already up $500 at this time. So this stock literally just continues to consolidate. And if you're a day trader, let's see, wait. And you see this, wait. Oh my goodness, what the frick? I don't know where they went. I don't understand what happened. Hold on, sorry about this, guys. I don't know. Alright, so here. Alright, so if you're a day trader and you see this. Okay, let's just do this. So this isn't here yet. So it's just this. So if you're a day trader and you see this, you see that this stock's making lower highs. There's two possible scenarios. Okay, this stock is going to either crash, and just because this is called a pendant pattern, as you guys can see, it gaps up, flags out. So this stock's making lower highs. So I'm thinking, I'm looking at this, looking at the time and sales, and I am saying, okay, we still have buying pressure, but the selling, it is selling, but look at the volume compared to the buying of the sells. It's low volume, so I really don't worry about it. Normally in this situation, if we had a high buying or selling pressure, I would hop out of this trade like that, take my losses, and at this time it's only, you know, couple percent, if that, I would be down. You know, that'd be around 6 cents, 7 cents, so, you know, 2%. So I'm looking at this saying, okay, low volume, time and sales, saying we do have still buyers in the market. Let's just continue to wait. So I did that. Next candles popped up right when it broke, right when this candlestick broke over this previous red. That's where I should have hopped into this, but I did hop into it way down here. So it was kind of a bad entry, but I still waited that time period, and I did wait all the way up here until it broke until it broke under the 9 moving average, sold out with a nice profit of about $600. And you know, I just took those profits, and I pretty much just did not trade the rest of the day. So I was 3 for 3 on trades, which is good. I've been on a little bit of a mini hot streak, so keep my fingers crossed, knock on some wood here. But so this is about my 3rd or 4th trading day in a row where I have not lost money, which is great. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about how to join my chat room, you know, you just got to click the link in the bottom, and it'll shoot you there, and you guys can be part of our trading team. It's very fun. It's, you know, all we do is talk about stocks and different types of investments, so it's a pretty good atmosphere. You know, I'm always looking at it, posting in it. So I had a great day today. I hope you guys did too. So that's it, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to make upwards of $1,000 a day day trading stocks. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments. You know, drop them in on the trading group chat. I can't even talk. All right, so that's it, though. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the weekend here. Coming up tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Friday. So let's get it tomorrow. Fridays, just so you guys know, are normally a little bit of a slower day. So I'd be actually very surprised if I actually do make a trade tomorrow, just because of the hot streak I'm on, and I don't want to go into the weekend with a big loser here. But I will definitely be keeping an eye on the market here. All right, take care, guys.